Hi guys, I want to show you my hydroponics. I'm growing all of this food on the second story of our home. Which is really funny because I walk downstairs with fresh produce. As you can see here, I have positive words that I write on this pipe that the water flows through, because I believe that it imbues the water with that positive characteristic, and then I eat the plant and then I get the positive characteristic. Anyways, most of this is butterhead lettuce. Those two right there are Simpson lettuce. They're supposed to be better for the cut and come again method, where you cut the plant leaves, eat it, wait for it to grow back, and then cut it again, but you don't actually pull up the whole plant. Whereas with these, I just pull them up when I think they're mature enough, or we need lettuce or whatnot. So water is pumped from this 60-gallon drum, which is a bit overkill, but originally I was expecting to have a second shelf and then maybe even a third shelf, and then have it pumping water through all of that and then back to here. And even still, only 30 gallons of this would be used, but I wanted extra space just in case a spill happened, or I needed to drain the whole system out at the same time, or you know, whatever. So it gets pumped, the water gets pumped into that back corner. That's why there's this black sleeve there. That's to keep algae from growing, because the light will get into it. And then the water gets dumped out here. And all of these little tubes that look ugly, these are the air pump tubes. I have some that go directly into the water, and then I just kind of lazily put some in there. I need to put them back in the main tank. These are my air pumps. I have about 4 6-watt air pumps aerating the water, which I hope is enough. It seems to be. Everything seems to be working pretty well. But the reason I have 4 small ones instead of 1 big one to do the same job is for redundancies. If one fails, I still have 3 working. So I like that a lot. I just started growing microgreens up here. These are all sunflower seeds. We just ate a salad the other day that was it was all the butterhead lettuce mixed with the sunflower seeds, and it was really good. Micronutrients, once I learned about growing this way, I was like, man, I shouldn't even grow lettuce anymore. This is just so much better, and it's so cheap, and it doesn't take as long, you know, it only takes like 10 days or something. So, and 1 flat of these, this here is silly mistakes. I was just testing. There's a lot that's not germinated here, and it's not really dense. I was just testing, you know, how much seed to grow, and even that one's not my best one. But one of these trays will fill up, I think it's like a 1-gallon Ziploc bag or something, really full. Like this is a lot of microgreens. I heard one guy said that he tries to eat a 5x5 square of this every day, and that right there is, 1 tray is 8 of those 5x5 sizes. I don't know what that really means. I just know that that might be enough micronutrients. Up here I also have my, I believe these are a mixed salad sprout thing. So those are growing okay. I'm excited about those. I also have some radish seeds. I bought 5 pounds of all these seeds. I'll make another video with prices and all that. This is the cocoa mat that I'll be using, and this here is something I made. You can't buy this anywhere because I made it. If you look up, it's these are all my own LEDs that I put together. Now you don't have to do that. In fact, I recommend that you don't do that. I've done a lot of research on lights. I've wasted money on lights. I've done just red and blue spectrum, and then I have what I have now, and I'll make another video on that. But anyways, I get the seeds to germinate in rock wool cubes, and then they grow in here for a little while, develop a root system, because if I could do things again, I probably would not use PVC. I like this system. It's my first system. It works, but it wouldn't be my #1 go-to, because if you look at the roots of this plant, you'll see that they're very white and very happy down here, but towards the plant, I don't know if you can see that, but towards the plant they get really dark. White and then dark. And the reason for that is because there's an air gap. The water is only about this hot. Well, actually at this point in the tube it's only about that high. Whereas over here it's about that high, and then in the back it's even higher in the very back one. So the water level is not consistent throughout all the pipe, and the plants in the very beginning get the nutrients first. Those are young plants, so they're not bigger than these ones because they're all at different ages. I just harvest whoever's ready first, and then fill the empty hole with a new plant. It's not an ideal system. Sometimes, you know, I'll want to harvest this guy, but because the roots are so entangled and so weak at the very base of the plant because they get dried up a little bit, I'll rip this one out on accident because it rips before I can even cut it, and then it might accidentally tug on this one and rip those roots too. So if you know anything about the raft method, which I can talk about because I actually do the raft method outside, I'm doing it with tomato plants, which is probably not recommended, but I'm experimenting. Anyways, this is what I do. I have microgreens, green onions, butterhead lettuce. I have a few parsley plants. We just harvested some cilantro and made some pico de gallo out of it, and it was super good. We learned that if you make pico de gallo, and you don't add salt, it lasts forever in the refrigerator. It doesn't go bad and get all mushy. So we're just having fun with that. Yeah, anyways, that's my setup. I'll make a specific video more about the microgreens, how they work in the cocoa once I do that. And I'll make a video about lights, because if you look under here, you'll see I have bulbs, but then I also have this kind of light. Like, what the heck's going on? So I only use LEDs, and I'll talk to you about all of that. I mean, well, I can't say that actually. I think this is a fluorescent 60K, 6000K fluorescent. Anyways, I don't like that bulb because it takes the most energy. But anyways, I'll make all those videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye bye.